Savannah Guthrie, whose full name is Savannah Clark Guthrie, has built a career defined by preparation, adaptability, and an uncommon blend of journalistic instinct and legal rigor. Born on December 27, 1971, she grew into one of the most recognizable faces in American morning television, ultimately becoming a main co-anchor of NBC News Today Show, a role she has held since July 2012. Over the years, her calm authority, sharp questioning, and ability to navigate complex political and legal conversations have made her a central figure in broadcast journalism. As of recent estimates, Guthrie's net worth is reported to be around $30 million, a reflection of her long-standing career at NBC, her anchoring responsibilities, book projects, and broader media work. Although she is widely associated with American television, Guthrie's story began overseas. She was born in Melbourne, Australia, where her father was temporarily stationed for work. The family lived in the suburb of Beaumaris during her earliest years, and she was named in honor of her great-grandmother, Savannah. When she was about 2 years old, her family returned to the United States and settled in Tucson, Arizona, a place Guthrie would always consider home. Despite her Australian birthplace, she would not return to the country of her birth until 2015, decades later, when a work assignment for Today allowed her to fulfill what she described as a lifelong personal dream. Growing up in Tucson, Guthrie developed an early interest in storytelling and current events. She attended Amphitheater High School, where she stood out academically and showed the discipline that would later define her professional life. After graduating, she enrolled at the University of Arizona, earning a bachelor's degree in journalism in 1993. She graduated cum laude and was active in campus life, including membership in the Pi Beta Phi sorority. At that stage, her path seemed firmly set in journalism, and she entered the profession with enthusiasm and ambition. Guthrie's early career was marked by both opportunity and sudden disruption. Her first broadcasting job came in October 1993 at KTVM, an NBC affiliate in Butte, Montana. Less than 2 weeks into the role, however, the station's local news operation shut down, abruptly ending her first professional chapter. Undeterred, she moved on to KMIZ, an ABC affiliate in Columbia, Missouri, where she worked for 2 years refining her on-air skills. In 1995, she returned to Arizona to join KVOA, the NBC affiliate in Tucson, where she spent 5 productive years gaining experience as a reporter and anchor. Her growing reputation eventually led her to Washington, D.C., where she joined WRC-TV, NBC's owned and operated station in the nation's capital. There, Guthrie covered some of the most consequential events of the early 21st century, including the September 11th attack on the Pentagon and the anthrax attacks that followed. Reporting from the center of political power sharpened her understanding of government, law, and national security, but it also sparked a deeper curiosity about the legal system itself. That curiosity led Guthrie to make a bold decision. She stepped away from full-time journalism to pursue a law degree. She enrolled at Georgetown University Law Center, where she excelled academically, graduating magna cum laude in 2002. Her performance was exceptional. She achieved the highest score on the Arizona bar exam the year she took it, and became a member of the bars of both Arizona and the District of Columbia. Her academic honors included membership in the Order of the Coif, and she received the International Academy of Trial Lawyers Student Advocacy Award for her work supporting victims of domestic violence. After law school, Guthrie briefly practiced law, joining the firm akin Gump-Strauss-Hauer, and Feld as a litigation associate with a focus on white-collar criminal defense. She was also offered a prestigious clerkship with the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, a role many young attorneys would consider a career-defining opportunity. Ultimately, however, she declined the clerkship, realizing that her passion still lay in journalism rather than in the courtroom. In 2004, Guthrie returned to television as a national trial correspondent for Court TV. This role allowed her to merge her legal expertise with her reporting background, covering high-profile cases that captivated public attention. Among the proceedings she reported on were the Martha Stewart trial, the Michael Jackson trial, the abduction and murder case of Carly Brucia, and the Senate Judiciary Committee hearings for Supreme Court nominee Samuel Alito. Her ability to explain legal complexities in clear, accessible language quickly distinguished her from many of her peers. That skill set made her an ideal fit for NBC News, which she joined in September 2007 as a legal analyst and correspondent. She soon became a familiar presence across the network, reporting on trials nationwide and contributing legal analysis to major news stories. In December 2008, she was named a White House correspondent, a role that placed her at the heart of national political coverage during a historic period in American politics. She reported extensively on the 2008 presidential campaign, including Sarah Palin's vice presidential run, and later covered the early years of the Obama administration, contributing to all major NBC News platforms and occasionally filling in on NBC Nightly News. Between 2010 and 2011, Guthrie also served as co-anchor of MSNBC's The Daily Rundown, further expanding her profile within the NBC Universal family. In 2011, after frequently substituting for both Meredith Vieira and Curry on Today, NBC announced that she would become co-host of the show's 9 a.m. hour alongside Natalie Morales and Al Roker, while also serving as NBC News chief legal analyst. Her transition to Today marked a turning point, positioning her as a central figure in the network's most important morning program. In June 2012, following a period of internal change at Today, Guthrie was named co-anchor of the main show, replacing Curry. She officially stepped into the role on July 9, 2012, alongside Matt Lauer. Over the years that followed, she conducted numerous high-profile interviews, including conversations with presidents, world leaders, and cultural figures. Her interviews with Donald Trump, both during and after his presidency, drew widespread attention for their directness and persistence, particularly during a 2020 town hall where she pressed him on COVID-19, debt, and conspiracy theories. Beyond Today, Guthrie became a familiar face at major national events. Since 2012, she has hosted NBC's coverage of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and the annual Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting. She also served as moderator for NBC's 2020 presidential town hall with Trump after a scheduled debate was postponed. In recognition of her influence, Time magazine included her on its list of the 100 most influential people in 2018. Guthrie's career has also included lighter and more unexpected appearances. She has played herself in shows like 30 Rock and the film Sharknado 3, appeared as a commentator on World's Dumbest, participated in a charity tennis exhibition with figures such as Roger Federer and Bill Gates, and briefly served as an interim guest host of Jeopardy! In 2021, following the death of Alex Trebek. As an author, she has written children's books that emphasize empowerment and faith, as well as a religious reflection book exploring spirituality and everyday meaning. In her personal life, Guthrie has experienced both joy and hardship. She married BBC News presenter Mark Orchard in 2005 after meeting him while covering the Michael Jackson trial, but the marriage ended in divorce in 2009. That same year, she began a relationship with Michael Feldman, a political and communications consultant, whom she met while vacationing in the Turks and Caicos Islands. The couple became engaged in 2013 and married on March 15, 2014, in Tucson. Shortly after the wedding, Guthrie announced she was expecting their first child. She and Feldman now share 2 children, born in 2014 and 2016, and she has often spoken about the importance of balancing family life with the demands of a high-profile career. In early 2026, Guthrie faced a deeply personal crisis when her mother, Nancy Guthrie, was reported missing in Pima County, Arizona. Authorities later stated that the disappearance was being treated as a criminal matter. During this period, Guthrie stepped away from Today, focusing on her family amid the uncertainty and distress surrounding her mother's case. Around the same time, she also underwent vocal cord surgery, addressing a health issue that temporarily affected her ability to work. Through decades of change in media, politics, and public life, Savannah Guthrie has remained a steady presence, known for her intelligence, resilience, and credibility. Her journey, from a young reporter in local newsrooms to one of the most influential journalists in America, reflects not only professional success, but also a willingness to reinvent herself, confront challenges head-on, and bring depth and humanity to the story she tells. And with that, thanks for watching. Give us a like, share with friends, and please subscribe.